Greetings and welcome to IHU 101 Humanities Through the Arts. I'm your host, Dr. Tim Hendrickson. I'll be with you for the next 14 or so weeks. You can call me Dr. H. Everybody does. So let's talk about communication. The best way to communicate with me is through email. Most of your questions can be answered through email. The only exception to this is on the weekends. I do not respond to email on the weekends. So if you email me on a Friday after 5, you're not going to hear from me until Monday. So sorry about that, but that's the way things go. You are welcome to call my office and leave a voicemail, but email is faster. I do check my voicemail on a regular basis, but email is again, it's within 24 to 48 hours. In the event that you need to talk to me one-on-one, again, you're welcome to call my office and you can set up an appointment for us to meet either face-to-face or we could do a virtual meeting. So there are some options if it comes to that. But again, email is the quickest way. Okay, a little bit about our course. Essentially, this course is a survey of the humanities through the lens of art. Now, art can mean many different things depending upon your point of view and really, literally, depending upon what side of the bed you got up on this morning. So we're going to break art down basically into two categories, and that is the visual arts, such as painting and sculpture, and the performing arts, such as music or dance or theater. We're not limiting ourselves to those types, right? But that's the two sort of categories, the visual and the performing. Most of the questions that are going to be posed to you are going to be what do you think type questions. So we're not looking for exactly right or correct. We're looking for more what do you think questions, although there are several multiple choice questions. So comprehension is key. So reading the material, viewing the arts that we're discussing will be essential to your success. So let's talk about required materials. You must purchase the online textbook. There's an access code that you'll need. And I will send this information to you through email. You'll be able to do that. You can purchase it through the Delta College bookstore when it becomes available, or directly from the publisher if you're in a real hurry. But that online textbook is where all of the assignments are. Okay, so we need you to get it as soon as possible. Essentially, there are two sides to the story. There is our e-learning side, which is where you will find things like the descriptions of the assignments, not the assignments themselves, but descriptions of the assignments, and our discussion topics, which are very important. And then podcast links. There will be a series of podcasts that you will be asked to participate in throughout this course. And of course, there's an embedded link to our online text. And then there's something called the detailed course calendar. So I urge you, when you get the opportunity, browse around on e-learning and find all this stuff. And then there's the online textbook side, which is where you'll find all of our readings, all of the assignments, the perception key questions, and then of course there are the viewings of the artwork that we're going to be taking a look at from the standpoint of our online text. You might note there are no quizzes, there are no exams. Okay, so this is solely based. Your grade is based on really participation, engagement, and effort. Okay, so it's fairly easy to make an A. You really have to work at it to fail the course. There are 5 sections. Section 1 would be the introduction to the humanities. Section 2, what are works of art? What does it mean to be a critic of the arts? Section 3, painting and sculpture, the visual arts. Section 4, literature and theater. And then there's a 5th section that involves student choice. And we'll talk more about this. You might note that music has kind of been omitted in these 5 sections, and that's because we are going to be interspersing these podcasts throughout, and that's where the music is going to come in. You are going to be observing performers from around our area, from around the Tri-Cities, and watching performances, bits of their performances, and then you are going to be submitting questions to the artist that you've just viewed, and then I will ask those questions on a podcast interview of that particular artist. So you'll get to hear the responses from the artist to your questions. So understand how this works. Again, interspersed throughout the semester, there will be a series of podcasts, and they'll contain two components. The first component would be for you to watch little bits and pieces, excerpts of their performance, whatever the artist is, and then based upon what you've observed, you're going to submit some questions, 2 or 3 questions to the artist to be presented to the artist in the podcast. So be aware that that's part of your grade. That is the musical component to this course. Because it is the humanities, it's a very broad spectrum of subjects, and other professors teach this course will probably focus on their own area of expertise. That could be literature, it could be theater, it could be dance, it could be any number of things. And my expertise is in music, so that's that's the lens that we will be focusing our materials on. You'll notice when you do visit the e-learning site that there are some things that are not available yet. Don't panic until you have until you've acquired the online text. Some of these things aren't going to be available to you, so you're just to be patient. Once you have the online text, all will be revealed. I will be presenting to you a weekly series of lecture vids, so that they will be discussing the various topics that we're going to be covering in our text, and a link to that vid will be, of course, provided to you. Big deal, communication. If at any time you have any questions regarding the course material or how to submit an assignment or something about e-learning or online text, email me, and don't wait. Don't wait too long to take care of that, because it might be that if you ask a question about an assignment that's past due, I won't be able to help you. Grading, again, it's a fairly simple concept. Remember that this is an online course. We do not have a regular scheduled meeting time, either virtually or physically. As such, you are responsible for getting your work done and submitted on time. This is where you're going to really need to focus on one of the components of our e-learning site, which is the detailed course calendar. If you miss a deadline, folks, that's on you. There's ample notice and ample time. The detailed course calendar contains each section's assignments, the date it opens, and the date it ends. In most cases, you have 2 to 3 weeks to complete your work. So if you wait until the last minute, that's on you. So please use your time wisely. All work has to be submitted by the end date. No exceptions, okay? So please use your time wisely. Also understand, I do not grade on correct answers alone, all right? Participation is the key. Be engaged, do the work, and communicate. You're going to make an A. It's really kind of hard to fail a course of mine. You really have to work at it. Okay, so I hope this serves to be an informative little introduction to our course. There will be more materials submitted to you very shortly. So enjoy this last weekend before we delve into the semester. I hope you all had a wonderful summer. I look forward to getting to know each of you through e-learning and through our discussions. So take care, folks, and we'll see you soon.
Love makes me treat you the way that I do. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you? There's nothing too good for a girl that's so true. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you? I bought you a fur coat for Christmas, a diamond ring, a Cadillac car, and everything. Love makes me treat you the way that I do.